My name is Jeremiah Onoge and I'm going to be your host. The topic we are taking right now is Introduction to Filmmaking. Introduction to Filmmaking. But before I go on, I want to ask every one of us in this class your own idea about filmmaking. What is filmmaking? You can put it in your own language. So I want to hear from every one of you. What is filmmaking? Yeah, you.
Okay, from my own understanding about film, I would say film is like describing or playing another character that's not yours, just to describe that thing that you're trying to pass at, to describe the message you're trying to pass to the audience.
Okay. Yes.
For me, the film is made as a character putting action on it to showcase and to entertain the audience.
Showcase and entertain audience. Okay.
So, telling about filmmaking is to bring the passion in you and to bring what you can make it yourself.
Okay. Yes, sir.
Filmmaking is all about giving some people ideas in aspect of bringing out what you can do, making people feel like you have this passion of doing it, like comedy, make people laugh, in aspect of action, give them the action part, and in fact give them the moving part, and showing an history about some particular set of things people don't know about.
Okay. Yes.
For me, it's a way of entertaining people through acting. It's like an idea of using actors to create characters.
Okay. All right. Brilliantly, every one of us said something, and there are senses in everything we all said. Now, I understand the fact that I said you should use your own words, which you all did. I just want to see the perspective you are viewing film making from. So, like she said, she would love to define film. Film is simply motion pictures. That is film. So, filmmaking is simply the process of what? Creating motion pictures. That is filmmaking. I don't know if you get me. So I understand that some persons say, okay, when you act, now you are trying to define acting for film. That is what some of you are trying to do. But what I just want to put, because I said this particular session is not going to be a session of too much grammar. So motion pictures being created is filmmaking. Are you getting me? Now some of you will want to ask, what about the audios? What about the soundtracks? What about the effects and all that? Is it just about motion pictures? Because motion pictures is something that is moving. When you say a picture is in motion, it means that something that is moving, right? What about what happens where they just put only one picture on the screen? Like those ones you call obituary pictures. Oh, how many people watch obituary commercials on ABS or local television stations? That is, some of you will say, okay, is that not film? It's also film. But the thing is that whatever you have on that screen has life. So, looking at motion pictures, I'm not just saying you should look at pictures because it's moving. I'm saying you should look at pictures because there is life in it. So, it simply means that even if you are seated in one place and there's a camera on you and you are talking, the fact that they are hearing you talk, you have life. So, motion, from my own personal definition, there is the life. I don't know if you're seeing from my perspective. So, like what I wrote here, what I have here, it says creating motion pictures. Okay, combining creativity, storytelling, and technical skills. 3 things I want you to take note of: creativity, storytelling, and technical words skills. So it means that filmmaking needs creativity, and creativity comes from what? The mind. So it needs a lot of your creative ability. I am still saying this, and we are going to experience it in the course of these sessions that we're going to be having. If I bring out a script and give to 5 of you that are seated in front of me and say go and film it, without 5 of you meeting, I can assure you that the 5 of you are going to interpret that script differently. You are going to interpret it differently. You know why? Because of your level of what? Creativity. Storytelling. The script already has told you the story, but the people out there cannot get that story without being filmed. So the process of you telling that story that is already scripted with film, with motion pictures, with audio visuals is what filmmaking is all about. And you cannot do it with just the script. You cannot do it with just your idea. You need what? The technical skills. I hope you know that what we are doing right here, right now, is filmmaking.
Yes.
How is it filmmaking? Somebody should know. Who's asking? Who's answering? How is it filmmaking? Yes, talk out.
Because there's a camera there,
Okay, because this is a camera, and this looking at me here is a camera, and it's feeling everything that is happening right now. It's filming everything that is happening right now. So whatever we are doing right now is what? Filmmaking. I told you it's an interactive class. Whatever we are doing right now is what?
Filmmaking.
All right. Now that we know what filmmaking is all about, I want to ask you a very simple question. There are different processes in filmmaking. Do you know any of them? If possible, the very first process of filmmaking. Can anybody help? So let's go. First, development. Development stage. I hope you all know what development is. What does it mean to develop? Huh? To improve. Okay, somebody said to develop is to improve. Any other one? Any other meaning for develop? No other meaning. Okay. You see, you may think that all these terms are not necessary. They are very much necessary. You know why? There are times that you go to places like talent hunt shows. At times I ask some people, when you go to talent hunt shows, maybe for example now you gain access to become a member of the Big Brother house, and they say that they ask you what are you into, you say you are a filmmaker. Do you know that in that house they are going to ask you some few questions that has to do with film, and the whole world is watching you. So if you don't have this skill set that you are getting now, how will you be able to defend? You get it? So development stage is the very first stage of filmmaking that has to do with planning. I've heard of so many persons that say there is this script that I have, man, this script is very nice, I love this script. And after the whole story of the praising of the script, I will not ask the person, where is the script? Yes sir, it's in my head, as I have not written it. But initially the person will just say, but for your mind now, man, film already where you want shoot. But the next thing you just say, sir, it's still in my head, I have not really written it. That is development stage. That is the I will call it incubation stage. It's under development. The idea has just come in. The person just got this idea. This story. Okay, the story is that the girl is going to propose to the guy, but the girl will not kneel down, but the guy will kneel down while the girl is the one proposing. It's the reverse of the normal life. You get it? Because okay, maybe this will be successful. We have give you the script, but say I have not written it. You see, in the process of conceptualization, it's a concept, it's an idea. An idea is not what will give you money. That idea must be put and made tangible. That idea must be made tangible. So this introduction to filmmaking is a broad thing, you understand? But the major thing is that under development stage, we have the conceptualization, which has to do with the idea stage. That is where you bloom or you conceive the idea. I'm glad that there are script writers in the house. I'm glad that there are producers in the house. I'm glad that there are directors in the house. Script writers, at times there are sometimes some people will tell you, write me a script. They will just say epic or glamour. You will not be the one to go and create a story by yourself. Pray that the person that you are writing for likes it. But sometimes the producer can tell you, oh, this is the story I want to write about. You will not have an idea. But imagine as a scriptwriter, you have to start from the scratch, creating a story. That story must wow whoever you are submitting it to that has commissioned you. So ideas, creativity matters a lot when it comes to development. This is the planning stage where ideas are formed, scripts are written, and finances are often sought out. Ideas are what? Formed. Scripts are what? Written. Finances are sorted out under development stage. So this is where the concept, okay, I want to do a film. In fact, when you just wake up in the morning and say, I want to do a film next month, that's already the idea. Now, the question is, what kind of film do you want to do? You call a script writer. Rosafa, I want to shoot next month, so I need a story. Okay, that one goes into action under development stage. The money, this is the stage you start looking for the money. This is the stage you start looking for the money to do the project. But some persons that may not necessarily do this money side, what happens? They end up looking for the money during the shoots. So if you know this particular stage of filmmaking, which is development stage, you will know the importance of planning. You will know the importance of what? Writing your scripts. I've gone to some locations where they will tell the actors what to do, and that's what happens in script making. With all due respect, they are making good money, but the fact remains that they don't write scripts. But I know some script makers that write scripts. But there are script makers, they will just go, oh, you, bro, jump on that fence, come, you slap him, then you kneel down, then you start begging bros. Action! Cameraman will go move from there, jump, just like that, and the script is formed. You get it now? But it does not mean that it did not go through conceptualization or ideology or development. Why would I say it went through that? It went through development because somebody brought up an idea that this is a story we want to shoot as a skit. Abi? And the person went to look for money and brought his money and said, I will pay people's transport and pay people that are going to act. I'm going to use my phone. Pay the camera guy that is going to handle the phone. And they shoot. So that development is still there. They said that when we start class, now they don't say time short. Actually, time is really short. That will be the end of today's class. And this is Capture Hall. Stay tuned.